All right, so I just got this box from EveryPlate. They do like home style meal kits, fresh ingredients, easy to prepare, and most of their kits are around $5 a serving, which I thought was really cool. So I ordered a couple of dinners from them, and let's see what's inside. So right on top, I have my recipes, it looks like. And this is the Cajun chicken sandwich. On the back, it's got 6-step recipe with color photos, which is pretty cool. And Tex-Mex marinated pork tacos. This recipe's only 5 steps, that's awesome. It has the ingredients listed here. It has modifications if I wanted to use chicken or steak instead of the pork. That's pretty cool. It looks super easy to follow. I guess I'll find out once I start cooking. This is like insulated packaging, and then everything inside feels pretty cold still. It's all just kind of loose inside the box here. Let's see. I've got like my little sour cream for the tacos, potato buns for the chicken sandwiches, produce. This is so cute. I like that everything's kind of loose like this and not, you know, all pre-packaged. The one thing that I don't like about these meal kits is when there's like everything's in its own little plastic bag. So this is nice. Obviously, like the stuff that needs to go in a bag is in a bag, but everything seems super fresh. Nothing squishy. I intentionally got something with a tomato in it because I feel like that's kind of the hardest, or one of the hardest things to keep in transit, but like it looks good. No bruises. It's not squishy. Let's see, I've got a recyclable ice pack. That's cool. It's got instructions here for where you can recycle this. And then the meat is here on the bottom. The pork chops for the tacos, and then the chicken breast for the chicken sandwiches. And underneath here, just another ice pack. I really like the way this was all packaged. This is like really nice. These are still really cold. It all looks great to me. Everything looks super fresh, and I'm excited to cook this all. All right, I'm ready to start cooking my Cajun chicken sandwiches with roasted potato wedges and smoky secret sauce. According to this recipe card, prep is gonna take me about 5 minutes and should be ready in about 30, so we'll see. I'm kind of slow with prep usually. On the front of the recipe card, they have all of the ingredients that I'm gonna need, the stuff that they sent me, and then there's just a list. I need cooking oil, optional hot sauce, butter, ketchup, mayo, kosher salt, black pepper, and a little bit of sugar. The back has like super easy to follow instructions. There's pictures. There's only 6 steps. I feel like this is gonna be super straightforward, but let's see what they sent me. So here are all the ingredients they sent me for this recipe. Got a package of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, my potato buns, blackening spice, and all the produce I need. So this piece of chicken is really nice, you know, maybe like half a breast that I pounded thin. This other piece they gave me was shredded even before I pounded it thin. There's like pieces breaking off of it.
All right, well, I just made my Cajun chicken sandwiches with my potato wedges. I figured I'd give it a try. It's a little messy between the special sauce and the secret sauce and the onions. I cut it in half. The blackening spice is awesome. That's the first thing I tasted. The buns are a little bit dry and a little bit like dense, but the buttery flavor from toasting them in butter is pretty awesome. Onions are great. I'm gonna try a potato wedge. The sauce is a little runny. I don't know why they had me add water to it. I feel like it would have been fine without the water, but potatoes are good, pretty basic. They're just, you know, roasted potato wedges, which who doesn't love roasted potatoes? But the sauce, like the flavor of the sauce is awesome. They're like, I would buy their blackening spice blend just to have around the house if they sold it separately. All in all, it took me, let's say, a little longer than I thought to make it, but I was, you know, taking pictures and video, and it probably took me closer to 45 minutes instead of 25 minutes, which is what they said on the sheet. It was pretty easy. It was a little messier than I thought. I kind of made a mess of my stove with the blackening spice and everything going everywhere, which might have been user error on my part, but quality was okay. You know, one of the chicken breasts they gave me was like a really nice, just like half a chicken breast, like really thick. I pounded it thin, and the other one was like shredded. And the buns are a little disappointing, but everything else was good. Like the produce was fresh. I probably didn't need a whole onion. I have a bunch of onion left over, and I put a ton on my sandwich, but they weren't gonna ship me, you know, half of a cut onion. That wouldn't have lasted. So yeah, all in all, like pretty solid, you know, a couple of hiccups, but it's worth it for that sauce, I think. Okay, I'm getting ready to make my Tex-Mex marinated pork tacos. This one's only 5 steps, and unlike the Cajun chicken sandwiches that I made, a lot of these steps look like they really are just, you know, 1 step each. The chicken sandwiches, some of the steps were kind of like 4 steps in one. It looks like it's mostly gonna be a lot of chopping and then just some sauteing the pork, but I've got all my ingredients ready. This one says 10-minute prep, 30-minute cook time, so we'll see how long this takes me. Okay, so I have all of my produce minced here. The lime was a little bit dry. It was kind of hard to get the zest out. And the tomato was a little bit squishy, which made it harder to dice. It kind of just smooshed up. One thing that I didn't realize going into this was that I did need a zester, which I have on hand, but I feel like not everyone is gonna have something like this or a microplane to zest the lime. I feel like that's a medium common kitchen tool. All right, I'm adding to my pork here that minced garlic. This is the packet of Tex-Mex paste that they gave me. I'm gonna try to open this without getting it everywhere. There we go. So Tex-Mex paste, a squeeze of lime juice, drizzle of oil, and a pinch of salt. And I'm gonna toss it all together, and then the recipe says to set it aside to marinate. It doesn't say for how long, but there is a note a chef's tip at the very top of the recipe that says that if you have extra time, let it sit in the marinade a little bit longer and absorb all the flavors. But even then, it doesn't say for how long. All right, now I'm combining this diced tomato with my chopped onion, another squeeze of lime juice, a little pinch of salt, and some pepper. All right, and then in this last bowl, I'm combining the sour cream that they gave me. Some of that lime zest. It says a pinch of lime zest. I kind of only got a pinch out of the lime, so I'm just gonna add it all. Salt, pepper, and then I'm supposed to thin this out with just a little bit of water until it reaches a drizzling consistency. All right, I just finished making the Tex-Mex marinated pork tacos. It looks pretty close. I plated one up for myself and I'm gonna see how it tastes. It's probably still really hot. It smells really good though. The tortillas, they had me microwave the tortillas for like 30 seconds. So they're like really, really soft and they have almost like a fresh tortilla smell. And then the Tex-Mex marinade on the pork is like kind of a little bit sweet smelling. It smells really good. Oh, am I making a mess? That's really good. The lime crema is especially nice. Anything with lime crema on it is good in my book. I do wish I had marinated the pork longer. I didn't see the note on the recipe about leaving it to marinate until I'd already started cooking. And by then I was like, I'm gonna, just follow through. Because I feel like most people, when they start making dinner, are like, ready to go by that point. So I do wish that I had marinated the pork longer. It's not as flavorful as it could be, but the flavor is good. I kind of want it a little bit spicier, but I know that not everyone has the same spice tolerance. I wouldn't consider this spicy at all. And it doesn't say that it's spicy. I just like my tacos spicy. I'd probably put a little hot sauce on it. All in all, EveryPlate impressions, super affordable. Portions are decent, I would say. Of the two things that I tried, I was plenty full. There are 3 of these tacos per portion in this pack, especially for, like a light dinner or even lunch. If you're really hungry, you might need to, kind of supplement with something else. But for the price, really good. It was easy. The way they have you mise everything makes cooking really easy, but it did use a lot of little bowls, especially for this recipe, which is annoying because I don't have a dishwasher, so now I have to go and wash all those little tiny bowls that I use. I think that I don't think that this company is necessarily for me, just because I'd rather spend a little bit extra for something a little more involved. I think these are pretty basic recipes and pretty basic ingredients, but for, about $5 a serving, I think this is like probably one of the best deals for a meal subscription box, and I could definitely see a lot of people really liking this.